Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Temur Prowess Aggro. Today we're playing Naya Zoo. This is going to be interesting because it's aggro deck against aggro deck, so let's see how this goes. Opening hand was bad, so we had to mulligan here. This is better. We didn't know what we were playing, but we have a turn 1 threat, we have a turn 2 threat, we have now a technically turn 3 threat, or turn 2 because we have mutagenic growth, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see. So I don't see Wild Nakatl that often, which is, it's always nice though. It reminds me of Countercat. Let's see what our opponent plays. Now Naya Zoo can be relatively explosive. Swiftspear comes down. Alright. And a Lava Spike goes to our face. Ouch. Now we're not blocking, so we're going to eat all of this, which is brutal. Unless I'm going to be defensive with my mutagenic growth. No way. Oh, wow. Alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And it looks like I'm going to take out the Swiftspear here because it has the biggest potential for damage. Oh, boy. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, I guess I'm going for a forest and we're going to play our big Goyf. And kind of stop the stop them the Nakatl attacking us plan. Jesus. I mean, they play Lightning Helix almost certainly. And that's another brutal card. Luckily, this probably means they don't have it. So I'm okay with this. So we can Serum this turn and then play a Stormwing Entity. I'm okay with that too. Bauble is nice. Temur Battle Rage is also nice. It looks like I decided to keep both on top. Probably should have played that before the Stormwing. But it is what it is. I think I wanted to attack first and potentially elicit a removal spell or something, so I think that was probably smart. Now I can play Stormwing Entity. There we go. Let's see if it survives. I mean, I'm assuming they don't have a counter to it, but it's gonna survive at least. We already know what we're getting, though. It survives. That's great news. So our opponent is to 6. They can't attack unless they have something insane in their hand. No. Okay, they're fetching, which is also scary. Okay. That's a thing. So they have Lightning Bolt there. So we have to keep that in mind. Lightning Bolt. Luckily we have Temur Battle Rage, so as long as we strike second, we're okay. Again, I would have almost traversed there. I don't know why I wouldn't have. But I think, I mean, the win is in our hands here. So they're going to fetch. I assume to cast Lightning Bolt. Yes. Targeting who? I mean, we win here because of Temur Battle Rage. But it's always good to know what they're targeting. Yeah, why not? It's over. You're not going to win this one. It's GG. Alright, we got a GG from our opponent. Now what do we bring in? So a Braid is not there necessarily for artifact hate, because I don't think our opponent plays any artifacts. It's just more removal because of the 3 damage that it could deal to a creature. Mishra's Bauble can come out, and yeah, I think that's it. So this hand was a bit too slow. We did have a turn 2 Stormwing, but that's really not enough. This hand is just slightly better. Nothing turn 1, but we can probably kill something on their turn 1, which is great. Like Wild Nakatl. So that one's eating a tar fire, almost certainly. Turn 2, we have like a 4/5 Goyf, which is awesome. Swift Sphere, alright. Lava Spike seems eerily familiar to game 1. And now they're swinging in. Alright, cool. So we're playing our Goyf. I could swear that this is game 1 just being replayed. Alas, it isn't. So we'll play our 5/6 Goyf. And let's see how they deal with it. Realistically, they just have to smash in with their Swift Sphere and then just cast a bunch of spells and, I don't know, 2-for-1 themselves. Core Firewalker. Oh man, what a friggin' card. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because we have a lot of red spells. They have a lot of red spells. So our opponent's going to be gaining a bunch of life, which is going to be negating some of our attacks, which is severely annoying. Exactly. 3 red spells right there. Alright, so just 3 life that our opponent's going to gain. But it is what it is. So Core Firewalker also has protection from red, of course. So it's not going to be dying to any of our bolts or our tar fires. So they're going to gain life. We're going to draw another card. Yep. They're going to gain another life. And they're going to get another life. Alright, well, listen, I mean, at least we're doing stuff. So we're going to come in for damage. They're going to chump our Swift Sphere because they can. And they're going to take 5 to the face. Yeah. Yeah, no surprise there. Can't do anything about it. Whatever. Next turn we can traverse, get another Stormwing. So we can put pressure. I mean, I'm not too concerned about pressure, but the point is that they're going to be gaining life, like now. Now they're gaining life. And light up the stage is no joke. Let's see what they got. Oof, that's pretty brutal. Alright, so Searing Blaze is there. And they have Lava Spike. Again, that's more life that they're going to be gaining while we're going to be losing a bunch. Luckily, they're not going to attack with their Core Firewalker because they kind of need it there to stop our Swift Sphere. Yeah, I think I'm definitely traversing for Stormwing here. Although it will die to Searing Blaze. We do have Mutagenic Growth as a protective measure. Lightning Bolt and Weather the Storm are actually great. And I think I want Weather the Storm first because we probably need it badly. So we'll attack again. They'll take another 5, but they're going to gain a bunch of life as well. Not yet, but they will. I mean, all in all, we're probably still in good shape here, but this turn alone is going to be pretty brutal. Because they're going to Searing Blaze our Storming Entity almost certainly. And we're going to have to protect it reactively with Mutagenic Growth, which I don't like doing, but hey, it's a perk of the spell. Yeah, so we're going to Mutagenic Growth here. Oh, there's no way around it. We might as well pump Stormwing. So that resolves. So we have a 6/3 Stormwing. If they have a Lightning Bolt, it's over. They don't, but they might have one now. Let's see what goes into there. Okay, a Lightning Helix. Luckily, they can't cast it right now. Whew. But Goblin Guide's kind of brutal here as well. Again, I don't think they could attack in because Storming Entity will kill Goblin Guide. Yeah. Next turn, though, we know Lightning Helix is coming down, so this is gonna be rough. So this turn I would probably play Soul Mage, and Weather the Storm will be cast next turn preventatively to counter Lightning Helix. So which is decent. Oh no, I'm doing it right now. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Kind of curious why I did that. Because I could have done that on our opponent's turn as well. But okay. I think I wanted to pump up my creatures, and I think that makes sense. Now, they're going to have to block Swiftspear and Tarmogoyf, so Goblin Guy dies. Swiftspear survives, but it's not doing anything important. I guess it's that play is also fine. It does mean that Lightning Helix will take its toll this turn. Our opponent's gonna gain 4 life off of it. We're gonna lose. Well, no, they're not gonna target us. That's for sure. They're gonna target Stormwing here. But okay, fine. They have 2 cards in hand. I hope one of them is a land. Okay, no surprise here. Lightning Helix comes down. This time it will kill our Stormwing entity. And our opponent is back to 9 life. That's always nice. I'd love to know what's in their hand. I'm sure we'll find out. There we go. Lightning Bolt. Gonna take out... I suppose take out Soulscar Mage. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun. Let's see what we draw. In my luck, it'll be a land. Oh, it's not. It's a Lightning Bolt. Well, that'll shock our opponent. Literally. So let's swing in here again. We're gonna do 5, technically 7 damage if we Lightning Bolt. I mean, we kind of have to actually, because they are blocking our Swiftspear. So our opponent's down to 3, which means they're down to 4, because even a Lightning Bolt will give them an extra friggin' life. But okay. So Nakado comes down to be a chump blocker. What do we draw? Mutagenic Growth. Okay. Not going to be too relevant this turn. Again, it's going to be coming down. At least we're not paying 2 life for it, but it's going to be coming down to make sure Swiftspear stays alive. And our opponent gets to fog us again. They could have died several times already, but they just refuse to die. Always interesting with aggro decks. You'd think 2 aggro decks fighting each other. Oh, Boros Charm. Great. 2 aggro decks attacking each other would be fast, but it's not. Oh, they're choosing Indestructible. Alright. Well. Oh no, they chose Double Strike. Ouch. Ouch. That just hurts. Yeah. Like an idiot, I targeted Swiftspear with Mutagenic Growth, which I don't see why. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but if I had targeted Goyf, it would have survived there. I didn't think about Boros Charm, let's be honest. So there's really no point in bolting here. They're gonna block, of course. There you go. And we're just gonna wait. There's no point in using the bolt right now. Our opponent says it's down to top decks. It's kind of true. I still feel like we're in a better position here. Metamorphose. Yeah, they're gonna get a life off of that, but hey, what are you gonna do? Again, what really sucks here is that it doesn't really matter how many times Swiftspear is pumped up, so That's what really blows. Now I can choose to keep everything. So I just keep Morphos in hand. It's essentially a free card anyway. I keep Lightning Bolt, and I just kind of wait for the right time, and I think that's probably the correct move. Like, even why attack here? I'm pretty sure I choose not to. Yeah. Let's just wait. Let's wait for our opponent to make a move here. It's been like 4, 5, 6 turns now that every turn we're doing something. Right? I think it's time for our opponent to start doing something. So Nikado comes down, and it's almost certainly a bolt target. But we're going to wait anyway. Soulscar Mage. I think here's where we do double red, Soulscar Mage, and bolt the Nikado. Of course, they're going to get a life. Yep. Oh, Tarfire. Yay. It's actually relevant. It would have been relevant. It would have been better a couple turns ago, but it is what it is. Yeah, no. You don't want to do that, Kev. You want to cast a spell. So cast a spell. Cast the 2 red cards in your hand. Soulscar Mage. There you go. Alright. Looks like I was having a brain fart here as well. Just cast a stupid spell. Yes, they're going to gain 2 more life. What are you going to do? Just kill the stupid Nikado. Yeah. Whatever. Seriously, the core Firewalker here is just pulling so much weight. It's literally the only reason our opponent is still alive. Our opponent drew nothing else that would have stopped us. Core Firewalker is doing everything. So although we are technically in top deck mode, it's really just Core Firewalker here doing its due. So again, another Manamorphose here, and yeah, I'm going to attack in. I'm probably very annoyed. Let them block whoever they want to block. So I'll Morphose here. Probably do double red, hoping that I draw like another Lightning Bolt or something. Yep. Okay. And I'm just going to take advantage of that red. Too bad we can't cast Mishra's Bauble here. That would have been nice, but nope. Fine. We'll do some damage. Yeah, we'll pass up on that. Bring our opponent back down to 4. Yeah, I'm going to wait for Bauble. No rush right now. I'd rather keep it next turn and trigger Prowess again. And, I mean, any damaging spell here. Okay, so it's a land, which is exactly not what I wanted. But let's see what's on top of our deck. Let's see if we want to fetch it away. What is it? A land. Oh yeah, that's definitely getting fetched away. Alright, so we're going to attack again. I mean, our opponent has 3 cards in hand. I'm dying to know what those cards are. What could they possibly be? I have a feeling that our opponent is doing the exact same thing we're doing, which is just conserving gas. There you go. Okay, one of them is a Lightning Helix. Alright. Our opponent is back up to like, what, friggin' 8 life? Alright. Kind of just decided to fetch right away because we don't want to draw that Misty. Storming Entity is meh because we need another spell to really be able to cast it right now. Lava Spike. Okay, so our opponent is now doing something. Not that much, but something. Soulscar Mage. Yep. So we're gonna play Soulscar Mage. They're gonna go up to 10 life. I can't even count the amount of times our opponent's gone up life now. They just don't want to die. I'm surprised we're at 10 life. Alright, Traverse. Fine. I feel like getting a Tarmogoyf right now. I need something that's resilient. I'm almost certain I get a Tarmogoyf. Absolutely. Next turn it comes down. It's going to be a 6/7. So I would like to see them Boros Charm that to death again. Mutagenic Growth is actually also perfect. So as long as Storming Entity survives here, it's going to be almost brutal next turn. So let's see what happens. Now we really got it here. Swift Sphere comes down, and I feel like maybe our opponent is going to be doing their move here. They don't. Alright, so I guess not enough yet. Again, I would have loved to know what was in their hand. So almost certainly going to play Tarmogoyf, but first let's attack it and see. Let's see what happens here. They know what we have. They don't know we have Mutagenic Growth, but they know we have Tarmogoyf. So I'm playing conservative because we don't have a lot of life. Alright, target Stormwing. Stormwing is going to do brutal damage. They're going to go down to 3. Again, they've been to 3 before, so this means nothing. I'm ready to say GG, because now they need to get rid of Storming Entity. If Storming survives, it's over. Come on, just concede. You know I have it. I don't know what 4 cards you have in your hand that you can't play, but I think we showed here that Temur Prowess Aggro was the superior deck. He says he's 1 card off. Okay. I feel like there were plenty of instances in the past where you could have done something. Alright, so there we go. 31 turns in that last match, in that last game. 31 turns because of Core Firewalker. Literally because of Core Firewalker. Our opponent would have been dead 20 turns ago if it wasn't for that Core Firewalker. So thanks for sticking around. I'm not going to keep talking about it. I think you saw how that game went and my thoughts on it. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the match, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Helps me, it helps you know when I have new content. I post content every week. I post different kinds of content as well. It's not just matches. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, and have a good one.